tuning in to another episode of the Pacific Health Talanoa show with Lorenzo Kaisara on BLU TV. O le vaiaso le nei, o le vaiaso lo whaatau nai le vaiaso o le ngangana Tokelau. O tātou uso fo I mai I le moto Tokelau. Ia o le vaiaso le nei o lo whaamana tuina. Ia ma celebrate day fo'i ia le lātou ngangana I tonu o Aotearoa New Zealand. But welcome to another episode of the Pacific Health Talanoa. O le atu ina tuai I se tātou update po o level COVID se furuiva le nei so 79 cases, new cases in the community in New Zealand. 75 in Auckland and 4 in Waikato. Mauela I o le fitu se fulmariva. Ia le tūlanga o te fia wha manatu pēr I lo tātou atunuu. The virus is still in the community, which means that it is also important that you get tested. Okay, if you're fully vaccinated, it does not mean that you are 110% safe from the virus. Tusa lava po wa umona whailo tūpui. E iai lava I lava noa e ono mawai o I le wha mai o COVID furuiva. Pe a iai se close contact ma oe ma se tasi e mau I le wha mai. O te whautuai nei la I lo tātou atino. E te tau pēr o na whailau siaki I lo wha mai. Do you test for COVID-19 if you have any symptoms of the virus? Lea ngai ma whailawa o na maua oe maua. Pe a le pui mai tātou e maise lawa le tūlanga lea o le, some places have been visited by COVID-19 cases. Ia, e maua la lewa noa e ono maua I oe le wha mai le COVID is fuliva. So get yourself checked, get yourself tested if you have any symptoms of COVID-19. But I am so super excited today to have another opportunity to Talanoa and share with Pepe, a motivational speaker, an author, a writer, or ia fo'i here is an award winner. Very first Pacific Islander to become a motivational speaker, a professional motivational speaker in New Zealand. The topic that we are going to talk about today is work hard on yourself and not your job. Welcome to the show, Fatalo Fatu Amil nei wauli.
Ia o te Wai whātalo whātu Lorenzo I le tātou pokalame, le lofa malanga lei o le atua, a mai se fwoi le whapoponga le tātou pokalame le nei, e le nei aori, whaftai I le nei amano matangofia o mau fwoi awa fwoi pokalame masani pe o nei, whaftai?
Whaftai fwoi taimi whapano ina, manatu lava o lo whapena o na tele tutonoa, ia ai le ngata fwoi leo le ainga I le nei taimi o le lockdown pitai. Ua le tuua lava ia lo fia au wai mai fwoi na ia mo moli le fsosoani, mo moli le whiau ia walo tātou atunu. Our topic today, Ami, fwoi el manatu tātou purkalam. Let's talk about working hard on yourself, but not your job, because it is quite common on our Samoan community, Pacific community. Walu le time 80 hours, 90 hours, even some work 100 hours a week. Ami, o le ase o esi la fia ia I le tūlanga lea formal education and self-education ina ia relatanga I le work hard on yourself, but not on your job.
Whaftai Lorenzo mo le fisili. Tono le tūlanga na, ono wa te lele suinga le olanga o tātou ia. Technology is almost everything that we do. E pe la le tele au company, a le se internet. That means there's no job. So that's what it means. Ai ono le tūlanga au toiva ai nei I ok matua. Ai le ngā lue mara losi ok matua. Ia pauanga ngā luenga na mwhai na lato whai ono lea. Ona le lava le tūlanga wharea. O te lewa pēla o tua ia nei matua ma tūlanga pēna. Ai pe se tala whatai whale le tūlanga le wa iai tātou le taimine. That's why education is very important. Au toi mawa whātu I le little grandfather I aso le titi. E tasi ala na ngā luenga nei. Ngā lue mai le whatoanga. He had one job. And then when he came to my father, he had 3 jobs before he passed away. Look, grandfather, 1 job. My dad, he had 3 jobs all his life. Now myself, when it came to myself, I had so many jobs. I had more than 15, 20 full-time and part-time jobs in the last many years, and the reason being is because all got to do with education. We are in a life we have to educate ourselves. O le fa pela o fai atu ona ole o tele se poto ai ole tele o ngale o tatou mo le vai taimina nei le o mafuaina no fa malosia tangata. Don't work hard on your job, but work hard on yourself, which means education. E ai tangata tatou o le mwhaina o universite o le lava le tupe, but self-education, that's a formal education, but I believe o tele o latou o whamanu e ina e pisinisi matulanga pena, it's all self-taught. It's what you call self-education. A le leila lo tatou tamo whaia tatou e ao tatou le aso ma le aso, I le method ma le techniques ma le skills. O le telefona se whamuianga te maua I tūlanga o ngā luenga e o iailo lo o la tam whai I leo langa le neu tatou e.
Mana ia mata upuleu ai au mai am. Lea ngai tau te tai e fo I alo ma fo le tūlanga lea o le malama lama ma le silafia ma le poto e pasi mai. E pasi e to ngutu mai. E to ina mai alo ta mapo tua a malo ai ngai ati o e au noa ma so walu tu tono o whale a onga. So that's self-education. And then formal education, that's another biggest barrier for our Samoan and our Pacific community. Lea ngai, a sa ilinga luenga fo ia fa officer. Ia e tā pā mai la ia fa ilonga lea au mai universite. Ona te lei fo ila ia o le afianga o tātou ainga. But we have the mindset, we have the knowledge, we are self-educated. Ala ngai mana o mia na wale whasipe paa pia le se senga le nā. But anyways, ole fesini lona lua le tātou polkala, mi wha mole ami, ole knowledge and opportunity. Ole poto, po le sila fia, and avanoa e ono maua. Ona tu whaatasi la ia. Lea e maua le telo avanoa e maua inga luenga le lei ia matia e fuila o e pisinesi. E mawhai ona e whaaso mai ami ina ia relate la mata upulea. Anga I lunga I le utala o le tā mata upulea sole nei o le work hard on yourself but not on your job.
Yes, I think it's o te whaupunga whaingofia na, I le malam lama Englisi ma whaasamo, work hard on yourself, but not your job. Because if you work hard on your job, at the end of the day, you still have the same job. And many people been doing the same job for many years. So my question, what other skills that you have? Can you get other skills? Can you get other experience? But because you're doing the same job, so therefore you only have one skill. We live in a life that you need more than one skill. You need more than one skill. So therefore, the more knowledge that you have, I wrote in my book, the highest fundamental aspect in life is knowledge. The more knowledge you have, the more skills you have, the more experience you have, and the more opportunities you have. Pe afufuat e pe fala fatata inga o Lorenzo de tulanga ne o tele matafa yoi e mafai ona e faia. Why? Because of the knowledge that you have, because of the education that you have, because of what you have learned. So instead of working hard in one job, that means umai ale o langa na le tasi nga luenga pe tasi fo le skills. E mafai ele si tangata na to alu su ele si nga luenga. A ole nga luenga na tasi wo su ele si company a ole nga luenga tasi still in the same field. So that's one skill. I ole tele lau skills matele o ngā luenga is mwhaina. Ole tele le knowledge mwhaina te wina lunga I. Ole telefona opportunities mwhaina moa. So that you can work hard. So it's true. Work hard on yourself, but not your job.
Whātai ami. Tātou fo I lawa le visitia lea knowledge and opportunity. O le tūlanga fo I lea wa e tā ua e le lei ia le explore o options. I le tūlanga le o ngā luenga. But then, no fo mo ma fo fau o taulo ma fo tulanga fo ilea. Ele o le tele o ngā luenga, ele o le tele o mea I te iloa ma mea te silafia. Ona e stress e la ia ona wa tele ia tulanga I vaenga I tono lo ma fau. A tono o le si vaenga na fa pia I stangata. No, we got to stick to one job, we got to stick to one job because e la iti ai fo I le ngasu to tono ma fau. Ai a tele fo inga luenga, tele your responsibilities, tele commitment. What pressure for that tato. And for if I saw my as a motivational speaker.
Yes. I don't know too long. But you can't. Also, at the same time, you don't want to limit yourself in one opportunity.
Amen.
You don't want to limit yourself. When it comes to stress, matulanga pina, that is something that you can control when you put yourself into it. So the more opportunities you put yourself into it, the more you learn, the more skills you have, the more experience you have, the more knowledge you have. But stress is something that you can control along the way. Whatever we do, there's always stress, but that is something that you need to control as you do things. But I don't want people to think finally or the telephone stress, which it makes sense, and I ole tele on wing I'm fire emo or the telephone le poto in my fire I control le stress le pe or my stress pe or my fafi taud lana for the way the knowledge at you. Langa for the way le malam lama yato. I find I tell lo malam lama to langa pina le wa o ine. Well, the telephone now to maya to control I stress be o maya yavang of pina ilo all of fit on fat.
Well, I guess so what you're saying is before you step into a challenge, you have to be mentally and educationally, psychologically prepared yourself before you even take up the challenge. Awalangai afapea na ete alu inga le malo mafapea o le ra wale fainga luenga le I have no masa oya ya tapinanga, to prepare yourself. Once you get hit by one trouble, one problem, o le ia o na fainga ta lo la ia na handle le ta to le situation. Thank you so man na ia le o mai ngole tali le na e tu ina mai. Let's not limit ourselves, let's not stop ourselves from testing, from challenging. Challenge yourself. If you want to play rugby and you're all in it, challenge yourself. Anyways, let's move on to our next question. Mindset and exercise. Exercise. Coming from a health point of view. I will mindset. Because we should time. O te alu fo ngale te exercise mo kolin. Ai pe ale ai lo ma fo ngale I lau plan po lau schedule for that day. O te feel la ve nga yaku wale ya. E nga ka wo ngale the first 5 minutes and then I give up. Can you share for ngale? Can you elaborate, the mindset and the exercise, what we put in our mind and in our body affects our life.
Of Lorenzo Molefsili, I don't know Lua Vaenga, Elua Maho Foltang, Elua Maho Foltangata, Tilemana, Tangata, I would say Inalum. I think it's just a matter of how I talk as a public speaker. Elua Vaenga te follow along, te follow along with Maho Fal, my follow along with Gino. There's two things that you can listen to. You can either listen to your mind or listen to your body. Remember a time when you close your eyes and you see something that you can do. You trying to see a future, or you're trying to achieve a goal, or you're trying to see something, man, I can do this. But once you open your eyes, your body says, no, you can't, because you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do. See what I mean? That's the differences between listen to your brain and listen to the body. Remember a time, I will go for a run tomorrow morning. And then when tomorrow morning comes, you say to yourself, man, nah, not today, not this morning. I'll do it tomorrow. It's just because you're not listening to the brain, you're not listening to the mind, but you listen to your body. The more you listen to your body, the more limited the things that you do, because your body keeps on reminding you of the stress, of the experience, of the hard things to do. Because your body goes through the experience. Your mind can take you anywhere. Does that make sense? Your mind can take you anywhere. Your mind, you can close your eyes and your mind can go anywhere in the world. So
you can travel around the world with your mind.
With the mind. But once you open your eyes, you realize, man, it's hard. That's tough. So that's two things that we need to look at. So you either listen to your mind or you listen to your body. The more you listen to your body, the more the body says, nah, we'll do it tomorrow. And then when tomorrow comes, we'll do it tomorrow. And that will never happen. But if you listen and take that mindset to the next level, guess what? You can do a lot of things because your mind will keep on telling you to do things. And then the body will follow. But the more you listen to your body, the more you limit yourself in so many areas.
nga ato no le sipo I whaafita uri leo lo whapena ona whia ngai mo manai o tātou tangata. Tātou te whaatuatua na I lava. Pia awe wha mua I le whaanongono le tino. Ia mai awe fo I le wha mua tūranga lea o lo whapena ona stress ma pressure I tō te lo tātou tangata ami. Ole se tūlou lava renga ngana. Ai mese lava ne o tātou tangata o tino puta. You know, te vaaya tūlou tino e aunga tāloa te tū I lunga I whaisenga luenga. Ma e savali. Ia alone na. Wa ele fihalu I tu ato lo fale pe wa e langona le tūlanga fo ingalo le matamuli se tūlou. Ona olo you know your appearance, you know your figure matulanga papena. Ai mana ia yo le fa so mai am. Awe te popole listen to your mind. Fa mua ia le tūlanga le e fa so mai le mafau. Before you even look at your body or before you even consider how your body feels. I mean to fa so matulanga.
I think people need to understand when I study the body and the mind can't feel anything. The brain, the whole brain can't feel anything, but the brain can only recall all the pictures, the images and stuff, and the knowledge. So everything knowledge that you have, it's all in the brain, but it's the body that goes through the experience. So the language of the brain is knowledge, but the language of the body is the experience. So it's always the body that reminds you of your experience. It's always the body that says, man, remember we tried this before, it didn't work. Remember you tried to walk, but it didn't work. So we need to look after the body. So if the body can actually get out of the body and listen a little bit more to the brain, to the mind, guess what? You can do a lot of things, which is true. The number one asset that we have in life, ole soifo maloloina. Ole asset numela tasi le. Ale ai se soifo maloloina ia te oe ale ai fo I se loto tele ia te oe falele e va ai lo tino ma teu falele lo tino ma tulanga pena. E lo no vinga fenga tafo ia ona tu la I fai exercise. E fenga tafo ia ona mo le mindset le ta te tatanoi. Ini mele le fatu ale mavofo. Langa fo lo tele le fale tono le tino.
Mana ia ta se la I le si fo I manga o le fisilia lea mindset and exercise. Ona ta nga ira ia tūlanga lea o le routine. Set routine. E pēia fōlinga mai o se timetable fōinga le te tau ona muli I lava o I le aso. You know, you wake up and you know exactly what you're going to be doing. Your plans for that day. And you stick to that plan. Your set routine. E mawhai o nei whaasoa mai whaamole ami I le tau o le tūlanga lea o le routine. Walanga o auia. Each time I just say to myself, today I just go with the flow. It's gonna be a lazy day today. But it's really important to have a routine, like a daily routine. If I don't have so much, I'm going
Oftai, a whai tātou te ala ele tai au, ta māsani e tātou I me whai le aso e set routine. That means we are controlled by something else. We are not in control. We are not in control of our life. That means the life is control of us. I mean, it's controlling us instead of us in control. But that's what we need to do, right? We need to be in control. We need to have that control of the mindset and the body all the time. Bela va pe ole fa fonga mele to tele la to for little war in the exercises what you call boot camp matulanga pena fa exercise. They always have a routine. They will give you the routine. We have to do this in the morning, you have to drink this in the morning, you have to do this. So there's a routine throughout the day. So you have to stick with that routine. And guess what? If you don't stick with that routine, that means you will never be able to get the benefit of what you're trying to do. So even as life coaching program, what I'm doing, if you don't have a routine, even my clients, I give them the routine where I am today as a public speaker, because I was given from my coach a routine. If I didn't have the routine of what needs to be done every day, guess what? I'll be doing almost anything, but nothing relates to my mindset, nothing relates to my body. You will be all over the place because a leis have set routine. Le leila le fai le set routine, le aso ma le aso. Ole a masani lo le mafofau, masani le tino e ngā yoi, ma faa ta wai na ile tai. Wato tele atangat, e uma ele tai. E leise exercise, e leise mindset, leise me fautuai le mindset matulanga pena. O no lea, o le leise routine, a set routine every day. Once you develop a set routine every day, guess what? Ole a normal lolo o langa malo so fu ileas mleas. Ole a masan lang lo masanin mahofa. Masangin tino e faile exercise le time male time.
Mana ia te rewa soa ma le vai liule wo o ta por kalame a. A tonu ala o fesile muli ma o le tulanga fo ile o te tali tonu lava u e pei o se wha vai fo ilea ina ia wha pe na o na solonga le lei uma fufuanga le tangata o le control. O le sa e ta ua mua a me le tūlanga lea, you have to be in control of your plans instead of life controlling. Langa tatu whela ntai au e lo iai ia sau schedule po sau routine. Yo na peila wala yo tatu fuinga le e lo iai se ta inga. You know, you have nothing to look forward to and you have nothing to work hard for. Ona taule yo lo mawhau ami. The importance of self-control, because you have to have that power. You have to have that strength, that faith to control your well-being, to control the routine that you have set for yourself. Self-control.
Which is true. I mean, let's face it. The only problem that we face in life, there's only one problem that we face in life. Oh, I've got this problem. The only one problem that we faced in life, it's ourselves.
Amen.
That's the only problem. There's no problem out there. There's an old African proverb. It says, if there's no problem within, then the problem outside can do us no harm, which is true. We are the only problem. We are the only fa'afitauli that we face every day. So if we can't control ourselves in what we do every day, guess what? Our life is meaningless. Control lo tatou e isi mea. La tele mea la controlling a tatou matulanga pena. E pela work hard on yourself, but not your job. If you work hard on yourself, you will control jobs that you can do. You will become successful in what you can do instead of the job controlling you. There's 85% of people waking up in the morning and they say, man, it's just because what we're trying to say is to work hard on yourself. Or otherwise your job will always in control. Or otherwise other people will always in control. Other things will always in control. So when you self-educate yourself and bring yourself to that education to have so much knowledge and skills and experience, guess what? You will have more control of who you are and what you can do than other things controlling you, if that makes sense.
It makes sense. And for you, no tu ina tu se fa ta inga ini ya ta lai I le fesili mun muri le fa mun mole am. Are you saying if I am, you know, my own problem, the biggest problem that I have, e lo oisi tangata. Are you saying for inga le fa ta inga a fai e fai e se isi tangata I se tūlanga le mana ia te oe. Ai pei e te itai. Then you need to control your anger. You need to be in control of your feelings, of your emotions. Is that a good example?
It is, Lorenzo. Let me tell you this. You can't control what other people think. You can't control what other people say. You cannot control what's going on in your external environment. The only thing that you can control 100% is what's going on within you. You are 100% in control of what's going on here because other people can't make you angry. You can't control them. You can't stop them. They will go and do whatever. They will say whatever about you. You can't control them. The only person you can control is what is going on within here. That's what I'm saying. What's going on within here, it's 100% your control. What's happening outside, what life throws at you, you can't control. This is the only machine that we can control. It's ourselves. So when you're in self-control, guess what? A lot of things happen for you because you're in control. You can control anything that life throws at you. The mindset is up there. The body is up there. Everything is up there. And you become to achieve so many things in your life because you are in control.
Tu sa lava male, ne vai taimi o le tui pui pui COVID is furuiva ami. O le tō tele o na i o tātou tangata pei ua fōringa mai ua wha moe moe ma whalango i le tele o wha matalanga tutusia i lunga o penga ta whailangi mafsota inga wha anpo nei. Ua whaianga i aila nātou filifilinga. You know, they have let those misinformation for Ingala to take control of their own understanding and their own knowledge. Ai mana, i o le whaasua. Sa mo so i lo watu pele. Control ai oi oi ia. O le ala vale mea e te whinangalo e le leimo e, what you think is best for you and your family and your community, do it. Follow your heart, you know, like te pēna whaasua mai o runga i, e te tau na whaalongo longo e le tino, ai a Bluetooth la ma whau ma le tino, ia, ua kele le tāra ho inga le mauai, ia, ma recharge, ai ami, so mai, e sisi vahenga muli e te fia saunoa, ia le i mai, e tā por kalame mea fiafi.
We always try to, I tell you what, 99% of the population always trying to fix what is out there. They're always trying to fix other people. They're always trying to fix other things. No, there's nothing out there to be fixed. We are the only person that needs to be fixed.
Amen, amen.
But because once you fix this, guess what? You know, a lot of people, I asked the question, Elisha now, what is the most powerful machine ever created on the planet? People say, oh, this machine, the jet machine, the plane, the boat, and every other machines. And I said, no, this machine. This is the most powerful machine ever created on the planet. But what do? We are so much, spent so much times trying to fix everything else, but not here. So this is the only machine that we need to get it fixed. Once you fix this machine, because every other machine ever created on the planet, it's all fixed or created or, you know, from this machine here. So this is the machine that we need to fix.
Mana ia final message o tā por karamela so nei ami. Tātou. Mua whanelei tātou. Let's sort ourselves first for ingale. And let's take care of ourselves first before we start taking care of others. Langa o to tele for you stangata. You know, tulanga for le ami ta o pu ta Talanoa. O le tulanga le ole ave umo se le ni fo ingale I simone. Ole nei lava e no fo I to rua mana fa na fo I lea pe fo ringa mai fo ingale ave le valus full percent o. I know the laws are full percent. Non tu atu yo talane sa mo, you know, I'm just going to put it beside you sa mo to fa tuanga to ma wa ma amine fia. Ami next fortnight. Ola uma fa pola si sa tamta upu fo ingale Talanoa. Ya mesi level nei time lockdown. Ya ai manu tele level nei fia ami. Pa title level.
Bafta Lorenzo mo nei no, fa mo ni vole tu e fo fanga nei verso. So
God bless. I'll see you in a fortnight. Yeah, le sunga ya ami Pepe, motivational speaker, author, writer, and award-winning, and the very first Pacific to become a professional motivational speaker in New Zealand. Iau tatu por kalame na Samoa. That's our Pacific Health Talanoa for today. Work hard on yourself, not your job, and invest more time in your family. Invest your time for your loved ones before you go out and help others. Thank you so much for tuning in. Tokelauan Language Week. Amaloni, thank you for tuning in. I'll see you tomorrow.
Maloni, ko toku ingoa ko Papa Rostasi mai taupo. Ko toku tamana ko whalefitu masoe tautala mai asau savai. Ko toku mātua ko vautiale mai haka oho. Ko te kupu mo tēnei aheo ko te haka maoni. Haka maoni, honesty. Haka manuia mai te vai aheo o te nganganga o Tokelau. Tohani.
Malo ni Tokelau, ko alehana te ao toku ingoa, o ko mātua ko ke mai hopo, mai hana ka lepo. Ko te haka kūpunga tēnei aheo, ko e ki mātou I loa koe I tō hoka maoni. We know you by your honesty. Manuia te waiaho o ngana o Tokelau.